Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our Thursday night live stream of OpenTTD. We've got the charity event coming up, so make sure if you haven't made a note of that, you have made a note of that. So this is what we are going to be looking at tonight. Yes, we have a broken down vehicle and a bit of a tailback down the highway. So last time we built this highway, or we finished building this highway, or we finished extending it. So we managed to get it from one side of the world all the way to the other side of the world, right down here. And various vehicles are using it for different things. Actually, the towns started to expand along the highway, which is not what I wanted, because you end up with junctions like this. So what we'll do is we'll put some one-wayness down here and some one-wayness down there. That will stop, or kind of stop them from doing these. Oh no, I've just broken the highway. It's okay, it's okay. We're okay there. One way arrow the wrong way. I've done one the wrong way, have I? Okay, hang on then. Hang on. Where is it? Here we go. There we are. Fixed it, thank you. So we can just look out for congestion and things like that and sort it out. Looks like, yeah, I mean, here's a bit of a snake. Tell you what we need is to stop them from breaking down so much, and then it might be okay. So this one's got a 70% reliability. Its default service interval rating is 30, which means 30% less from its highest possible. The maximum reliability is 81%, right? So we go down 30% of that, and that's what it should be servicing at. And for the road vehicles, it's currently 30% as well. Let's just adjust that slightly. Let's change it to 25%. If you put it on 20, they'll service at 65%. Yeah, I'm thinking 25 or 20. But guys, shout out in chat whether you think it should be 20 or 25. So let me know about that. So hopefully we'll get less breakdowns on this road now because we've just changed the service interval. But also, I think we need a few more road depots. So I can't remember exactly the design for the simple off depots. These off depots seem to be working very well. There, one this way, one that way. Just keep the flow going nicely. There we are. Right, okay, so we've got a bit of a depot there, like service stations. This one could have a service. Is it worth doing a service off here? The thing is, if we do a service off here, we have to have a way for the vehicles to then rejoin the main road again. And down onto here. We want that to go one way, that to go one way. And we can put a depot there. So this isn't going to help in all the situations. But in a situation where a vehicle comes off the main road, I kept saying main line, it'll go round to the depot. But if it needs to get back on, it can. There we are. I think... Oh, we've got a depot here. Oh, wow. Is that a junction? Wow, the town's grown around my junction. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm okay with it because none of the other roads go down onto the main road. So that's fine. I think that's about it for the depots unless... Yeah, there's none around this area. We need depots on these junctions. So... on the off here, on there. Oh, no, wait. Let's do that. There we go. So what do people think about me adding the the depots like that? I think it'll work. I think it'll work fine. Now we've gone down the road. We've changed the service interval. And we've added more depots. I think we're going to be much better off. Okay, now we'll come back to that and see how it's getting on. What we'll do next is we'll go over to the station list and see how things are going there. So to start with, I'm going to get rid of passengers and mail because we have a lot of stations that just like build up passengers and mail and we don't care about it. And also engineering supplies and farm supplies because we only tend to take what we need for the service of everything. And then we'll sort by total waiting cargo. And we'll find out who the big troublemakers are. Let's make sure that's pinned. Yeah, it is pinned. How many? 169 stations. So the biggest problem at the moment is this place. Oh, this is new. We've got way too many nuts. Yeah, I'm not sure why the vehicles are just going to that one place to load. There are multiple places that they can load. They're just ignoring them. So I think what we'll do is we'll modify the way that this works. So instead of having that one closest, I will add, by holding control, another road depot there. And another road depot here. Now I want to add one there, but it's going up a hill. So can I lower that? Yep, there we go. Had to just get rid of a couple of buildings a little bit. Then I can add that one as well and remove this one. So then the idea then is it goes through one of these three. It should split the traffic better. So let's remove that one and that one. And I think that will... Can I just remove all those other ones? Yes, there we go. Right. Oh, we've got some blue vehicles using this. Okay, that's fine. Blue vehicles coming off the main road just to use this depot and going back again. That's fine. So yes, this should work a little bit better now. Yeah. So if you are enjoying the stream, do hit that like button. Helps me out. Let's the algorithm know. Right. What we got over here now? Still too many nuts. All right, we'll come back to that in a bit. Down here, we've got way too much alcohol. Yeah, I mean, I think that was just a bit of a one-off. I'm not seeing any more there now. What we got over here? Timber, but that's fine. That's not going to be a problem. That will get moved very quickly. What we got over here? Oh, we got a bit too much timber. Yeah, farm supplies are coming in. It's gung-ho. Let's get one more ship over here. Oh, it depends. How much are we shifting? 78%. We can transport a little bit more than that, I think. Let's get a new ship in. Let's check the rating. 78, 76%. That's not great. Treffing, oh god, Treffing Bridge log landings. So that's Treffing Bridge. Do we have a statue of the company owner? We do. Good. That's the sort of things we need to check. Then we got way too much food up here, which I kind of thought, I thought that was going to happen. So have we got a depot nearby? Oh, we've got these depots over here. And then we've got depots in town, haven't we? Have we got a depot in town? I'm not seeing a depot in town. Okay, in that case, let's clone one of the food trucks coming in. We'll have another batch of 15. Wow, that or 16. Let's go with 16. Yeah. There we go. We still need more nut transportation. Okay, let's get a few more. 10 more on there. Sooner or later, the surge of vehicles that I added here will start coming back again. And then we won't need more. So you can't just throw loads. Not more alcohol over here. Are we just producing, like, too much now? What's the production? What is the production? Okay, so 1.3 million litres. That is, I think, less than what's going on down here, right? Yeah, that's 2.8. So what I'm doing, because the ones at the bottom are full loading, I'm just letting them go once they full load. And on the way back, they're picking up from the one at the top, which should be fine. Nuts trucks have very little capacity. I don't know why. It's like, ton of nuts is, well, ton of nuts, ton of feathers. So let's have a look. What we got here? 9. The capacity is just 9 sacks of nuts. And we've got over 3,000 waiting. No wonder these vehicles aren't, at least the transport. Yeah, how much money are they making though? Let's have a look. So if we go to vehicles and group by shared orders, yeah, they're not making as much as the fruit trucks, and there's over double. I think shipping it down the coast and then using trucks to bring it inland might be the best solution here. Ships, waterways, can I just do that as a spread station? Yes, I can. Good. We'll put an extra depot in here, and then we'll get a ship. So what we'll do is I'll clone one of these ships without holding control, so it doesn't have shared orders. And then we'll remove all the orders, we'll full load here, go down the coast. Trying to tell it to go somewhere. I haven't built it yet. Let's drop it off here at the edge of the water. And that order will be a transfer order. And we'll clone that with control and we'll get like 6 of them. So we've got like a lorry loading. Oh god, let's sort that out. I'm meant to be fixing here things, not causing myself more things to fix. There we go. So we go down here like that. We go down here. Oh, it's uneven. Tell you what, let's remove this one. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll just divert all the trucks. So there, this truck. So instead of full loading there, we'll tell it to full load here. Okay, we delete that order, go to full load there. So in theory, a load of trucks should deliver here and start coming up here to full load. And we'll see. I think this is the first time you've seen roads used like this. I like it. Well, you know, I like to do things differently sometimes. You know what? This would probably be better as a railway. But it's a bit of fun to do it like this, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. Refit the ships to nuts. That's probably a good plan, actually. Manage list, send to depot. Yeah, thank you very much. It's not, you know, that's a mistake. That is definitely a mistake. That is. It's not a misclick. That was just me doing something wrong. Right, let's get rid of most of these. So there we go. I mean, I can't be bothered to like remake and redo the refit on all of them. So I'm just going to get rid of them all and just refit one. So nuts, refit. Ah, yeah, 980 sacks. That's so much better. And then I'll clone it. So there's 6 of them again. I think there's going to be... Look, this is still filling up with alcohol again. Is it because, like, a ship comes and there's no train sat waiting? And then it shoots up and then we have a bunch of trains coming through and then it goes away again. I think that might be the case. Or do we just need a couple of trains on the route that do have a order to stop and some that don't? How are we looking down here? How many trains have we got? Where is it? Here we go. Look. You see, look, we've got 5 or so trains loading, but none waiting. Do we need more trains? Do we need faster trains? We don't have MacLeod yet. So the monorail's the best we can do. Can we upgrade the monorail trains? Can we upgrade all the trains? Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's have a look. So let's go replace vehicles. So we've got 2 steam engines. They're on our Heritage Railway line. We'll leave them alone. We've got 8 dual diesel trains. What? Yes, the commuter trains going around this city, going like through the tunnels and over the bridges. And yes, okay, that's good. That's fine. Not a problem. Go back to the managing list. So they're probably okay unless we've got another one we can... No, we haven't. Right, now the monorail ones we could potentially upgrade. I don't think it's worth the extra tiny bit of speed. The running costs, I don't care about that. The tiny bit of extra speed I don't think is enough. But the road vehicles are doing well in clearing those nuts. Because they haven't got far to go. And I've just used exactly the same amount of road vehicles. Instead of the road vehicles going like half the distance of the map, I'm having them just doing this shuttle run. Wow, what's this? Oh, food production has shot up. Okay, we need more food trucks. Let's clone that food truck. Let's get another 15 on the go. Sometimes when you add new vehicles to a station, it actually means you end up with more. Because you might not have had enough vehicles, which means your rating was poor, which means you weren't getting much. But then you add a few vehicles, your rating goes up because you're transporting more quicker, and because your rating goes up, you get more of the produce, which means then you need more vehicles. So sometimes when you add vehicles, you then need more. But yeah, let's check the road vehicles. Last time we did this, there wasn't really anything to do. But that was a long time ago since we've had like a fix-it episode. Right, now we've got some of these old buses, 150 of them. Let's update them to... Now, I've been buying the Foster Mark II Superbus, which is a little bit faster than the Foster bus, but the reliability is a little bit less. Oh, I don't know which bus to do. Let me know what you guys think on the buses. Although everybody, having all the vehicles running the same speed on the network would probably be a good idea. I mean, the Mark II Superbus is now up to 81% reliability. I think it just... Oh no, that's the wrong one. No, yes, there it is. Same with the mail truck. I think we should do it. Yeah, no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it so that all the vehicles are the same speed. So this bus, we're upgrading to the Superbus. This bus, we're upgrading to the Superbus. That is the Superbus. The mail truck, we are going to start replacing, although that is the same mail truck, so let's not replace that. Armoured van, yeah, faster truck. Trip is already 112. Now there we've got this ore truck. I'm not sure what to do about that. We'll come back to that in a minute. Fruit truck for fruit truck, yeah, we'll upgrade that. Maybe we actually use the copper truck for all building materials. I think we should do, actually. So if we go building materials, have we got a mix of different trucks? No, I think they're all the copper ore truck. How many is that? Oh, it doesn't say how many is in that list. 40. Yeah, they're all in there. They're all doing building materials. And it's only the building materials. So I'm happy with that. All building materials have been using the copper truck because they're slightly better. So we've investigated it. We thought it might be a problem. Turns out it isn't, and it's all fine. So we changed it to 25%. Let's make it 20% for the vehicles and see how it goes. Oh no, look, the nuts trucks are causing tailbacks. We need a way to fix that. I've got a way to fix that. I can then go in the orders before there, go to the depot, and in theory, they should just pile up in the depot. Now, that probably won't happen yet, because they've all got to go round one order. So actually, let's let them do that for a bit. You ever fixing up? Yeah, fixing up's going good. Fixing up is going quite well. Right, folks, we're doing all right, and progress is good. Who owns the blue buses? I do. What we did is that we created a vehicle group, and we gave that vehicle group a special colour. And so every blue bus is a bus that's doing from this end of the world all the way down the highway to this end of the world. And those buses are only doing that. So if you see a blue bus, it's one of the ones that's going from end to end. Right then, what's next? Okay, so that's running quite nicely. Let's get that station list back up again. Yeah, there's a lot of food to be shifted. And alcohol at both ends of the world. How long are we away from those MacLeod coming out? I can't remember. Let's have a look on the wiki again. Considering it's now the year 2017, we've got 4 hours until MacLeod, which means it should come out roughly in the middle of the next live stream. We're shifting the logs, no problem. The road vehicles around here are busy, but not clogging up yet. We've just gone past 1,500 road vehicles in this game now. If we have a look at the company information, you can see we've got 618 trains, 1,514 road vehicles, 393 ships, and 192 aircraft. There are some good proportions they are. Company value is nearly 20 billion. So you can see we've got one route with 350 road vehicles, one route with 130, 91, which is not allowed. That is just not allowed. Now what I wanted to show you was the opposite way around. So these nuts vehicles are not making much money at all. In fact, a lot of them seem to be stopped. Why are they? Oh, they're all just stuck in the depot. So I don't know if we've got too many. I think we might have too many now. But when a ship arrives, like, they all go crazy. We've got these rubber trucks. Oh, I see. These rubber trucks are going backwards and forwards. They're doing a short route. Should we make it a longer distance? So if we put a truck stop like here, and we also make it bigger, and see if that helps. And also take the depot out. So what we'll do now is cry, because I don't know how I'm going to do this. Too many road vehicles in the way. I'll just keep fast forwarding and keep clicking. And I'm bound to like get it eventually, right? Come on, no vehicle, never. Ah, the vehicle went in there. I mean, what we can do temporarily is just say like this and just stop road vehicles from going in. And then I'll be able to remove it, and hopefully it'll be alright. Also, I can say to all these vehicles, like, for a moment, just don't full load. I think there's too many. Look at how many vehicles just left then. There we go. And just blow it all up. Right, and then we'll put a little wiggle in and remove that. There we go. And we'll put a depot here and a depot there. Oh, well, apparently that won't be connected. Let's try again. There. So we've got a bigger station that's further away. Yeah, that was a spread station. So we can turn the station labels back on. There you are. Sell 50% of the vehicles. Well, if they're going a longer route, we're going to need more vehicles now. And I think that might help. We've got no rubber weighting at the moment. What's our ratings? Look at that. Transported 92%. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah. Okay, hang on a second. I think we got those vehicles in the depot. Right, so we're down to 20 vehicles now. And they're making a profit. So that, I think that fixed the problem. Okay, so we made the vehicles go further. We took a few vehicles away. And we also made the station bigger. And that solved all of our problems. So, you know, I've got billions in the bank. And I'm worrying about a small number of vehicles. But it's the principle of the thing. Like, we've done 3 things. And we've shown that those 3 little changes, and they were small changes, made a difference to the profit. So you notice when I brought the station list up, I filtered by passengers and mail, because I didn't want to have to deal with this. Look at this. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of passengers, all stacked up at random stations all over the place. And the ratings are not good. Those little bars, that little green and red bar under there, that's the rating. Why is this dock the worst? Let's have a look. So, it's very good, 67%. And it is a Rentbourne Bridge, which I think is this town. We haven't got a statue of a company owner. So that is why that one is quite low on the ratings. It will get up to 77% now. Frondhatton Barns. There's Frondhatton. Guess what? No statue of the company owner. So that one's an easy fix. Great Romfind. Oh, it's this place. Local authority. Yeah, let's have a statue. There we are. We've got a statue in one of the smallest towns on the map. There's me. Put some big arms on me. Make my legs bigger. Give me a big head. There's me on the top. We are going around the map, fixing and improving. We've sorted out some service intervals. for road vehicles. We've added some more depots along busy lines. We've moved some things from road stuff to ships. We put some statues in. We didn't kill anybody to to put the statues up. They might have had to move house. Hey Shizzle, you're a genius. We need a new GRF to add VTOL aircraft that can land at heliports but fly as fast as aircraft. Brandon's like, yes, someone make that. I think we should make it as a community. Should we do it together? Do you think enough of us could figure it out? Right, and then we move up the way. So none of these are going to be for cargo, but then we've got this tanker here. And unfortunately, that's no good because we need it to be all but passengers and mail because we're going to be transporting a whole host of different things. We want one solution to fit everything. So that's a no. This one is a no. That's a no. That's refrigerated, but no. No. That's just livestock. Here we go. All but passengers and mail. So it's actually the next one up the list. Okay, it carries more. It goes the same speed. Its reliability is much better. Ooh. The only problem is we might need to get rid of some ships because then we're doubling our capacity. Yes, I'm going to change this and it's going to cause us all sorts of problems. Right, so we're going to get all these ships that are moving around the world now, changing from the smallish one to the biggerish one. I wasn't going to say anything publicly about this. I have mentioned it to the Viewer Plus subscribers, but it seems to be on topic. What about, before going down the GRF route, what about an AI? What about if we made an AI for OpenTTD as a community, or I did AI making streams? Maybe I could do a small stream on a Friday evening, or we could swap the streams around, and I can start making an AI from scratch, and I'll do it on code. I'll code on stream, okay, and you guys can kind of support me with suggestions and bug fixes and all that sort of thing, so we can have a hellish AI, and I stream it, and I code it, and you guys kind of support me and collaborate. And it wouldn't be an AI in the modern sense, it would be a computer-controlled player AI. But what do you guys think to a hellish AI, and we do streams with that? People like that. Yeah, everybody thinks that's fantastic. We've got a good number of ships sat here waiting now, and I think we're going to have some problems with all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that this change to all the ships is going to cause some problems. But also, I'm not sure how I'm going to fit. Oh no. Oh dear. Traffic queues. I think we've got a problem where the food trucks are blocking the other vehicles. So we're not getting any stuff coming in. It's based off what Guild Games said, but I'm doing it slightly differently from what I originally planned. So we're going to go in here. Yeah, here. With a brand new station. Okay. I'm not sure which one that is now because all the station labels are gone. There we go. So one of these can be pick up and one of them can be drop off. The question here is how would we then connect this up? And I think we're going to use a few tunnels or bridges. Bridges are better. Well, bridges aren't necessarily better, but we're using them. We're using them. Because I don't want to just go straight onto the road here. Right, so we're going to have... Oh, hang on, no, one of these will be a bridge, one won't. So this one coming off, that won't be a bridge, because the vehicles are on the correct side of the road. This one will be a bridge, because the vehicles are on the wrong side of the road. So let's remove that. There we go. And we'll do the same over here. So vehicles leaving this way will be able to go on. And vehicles arriving this way we'll be able to go around. Now, obviously, we need the arrows. There we go. Same here. No, wait, that's the wrong way. In, out, and out. There we go. So we've got a different station. But now the question is which one to use for drop off and which one to use for pickup. I think this one's going to be pickup. So we're going to change this round. We're going to come here. We're going to say we're going to full load here instead. Okay, this north station. And we'll remove that one. Now I don't think we'll get too many vehicles backing up, because they can come in both directions. And then because of the expansion, we shouldn't need these down here anymore. I don't like these being wonky off to one side. And then when this is nice and empty, we can get rid of that. We remove all of this road, because we don't need it. That sort of size and wonkiness is unnecessary. There we go. I think that's going to solve our problem. Yes. We've got quite a few different things. We've got a shuttle being available to us, but we don't care about that. Yes, we're up to how many road vehicles now? Yeah, 1,518 road vehicles. So there's a lot of road vehicles. We've got a good number of trains. More trains coming in the series. Yeah. I think we're probably going to be doing like the new main line soon. This could be a problem, but the vehicles are moving forward and flowing through. So that's... maybe it's just a little one-off problem. I think it'd be okay. Let's keep an eye on this for a moment. Let's do a little bit of fast forwarding. So these vehicles are coming in. They are nearly all coming in on this side and queuing up. Right. Let's lower the land. Yep, we can lower the land there. We'll lower the land here. We'll put a tunnel in. The trucks aren't going to go through that tunnel. There we go. And I think in order to get it on the other side of the road, we will have it flat and then go this way, and we'll put bridges in. Yeah? I think we'll do that. And that means that we'll come out somewhere over here. Yeah, I messed up. So let's just do that quickly. So auto tool, bridge, one there, one there. And then we'll have a slip road. Like this. And I think that'll do the job. So they'll come off the correct side of the road. They'll go along, into the tunnel, under and into the place. So if there is a bit of a backlog, they're all good. In fact, the log ones, big logs, are doing really well. But then let's sort it the other way. Oh, all these hovercraft are doing terrible. Have we just got way too many hovercraft over here? Did I just go a bit too hovercraft crazy? I did. Let's get rid of all of them. That's 22. Another couple in here. Let's get rid of them. Right, I think that brings it down now to 20? Yes, 20. Okay, so then what we can do is go. All of them go again. Okay, so these ships... these ships are lost? Can't reach where they're trying to go. Why? Look at this. Right, so these ships have been going around in circles for about 1 billion years. They were supposed to be going from these docks up through the water down to this dock. But look what happened here. We've got a bridge, and then they built a house next to it. And I'm going to blow both of them up. Oh, they won't let me blow the bridge up. Let's get some trees in. Trees. Blow up your bridge. Oh, they won't let me blow that one up either. Okay, tell you what. Bribe. Local authority. Bribe. Oh no! Oh dear. Oh no. Right, well, before anything else bad happens, let's come down here and purchase all of this land. There we are. I think they can get under that bridge now. Yes, they can get under. Oh dear. Is there a new aircraft we can replace too? Because we haven't done this in a long time either. So let's get rid of that. Stop replacing. So we got some helicopters. We've got 4 of those helicopters. And we've got a bunch of these. So obviously that was a mistake. Let's upgrade them now. Right, the Darwin 300. Let's sort by cargo capacity. Go down to the very bottom. Because when it comes to your aircraft, in the early game it doesn't matter too much. You don't have many aircraft. The kind of cities and stuff they're small, so they don't provide a lot of cargo. But if you get into the mid and late game, the throughput of airports is terrible, and the way to combat that is to use the aircraft with the most capacity. So every time an aircraft is going along the runway or taxiing across in front of another aircraft, you're moving as many passengers through that bottleneck as possible. Okay. I love the OpenTTD frame you're in. Yeah, I made this years ago. I think it needs updating, actually. I also made a frame for... I made a similar frame for something very... Oh, God, where is it? I'll show you in a second, because I'm quite happy with that one as well. Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. This might break the stream a little bit. Okay, turns out it's mostly fine. So this is a Roller Coaster Tycoon frame. It uses the same concept. And instead of a vehicle, I'm now a ride. And then I've got a few like this. Not many. There's a few that got a special ones. Minecraft's got a special one. This is before they added Deep Slate. So it's just cobblestone and then bedrock. There's a couple of others, but my favourite is the OpenRCT and the OpenTTD ones. Yeah. Right then. So yes, back to what we were doing. So this one can carry 400 passengers at the same speed as the one that we've got, and the reliability is a little bit less. But being able to get an extra 400 passengers on board, and again can refit to all of the things that we need, is so valuable with the terrible throughput of airports. So I'm going to convert them. So we're going to start replacing them. And hopefully, at places like this island, like look at all these aircraft that we've got circling. I can see roughly 8 aircraft circling. These are 2 of the best airports that you can get. And they are both supplying, one's doing farm supplies, one's doing engineering supplies from the same place. And we're still getting aircraft circling, even though they're the biggest and best airports. So now that we've increased the capacity of our aircraft by another quarter-ish, then hopefully that won't be a problem. And there's a small queue. It is a small queue, though. I think we're okay. We're going to do a lot of trains probably next time, the time after. I do need to double check like MacLeod timing. I think MacLeod's going to come in mid-next stream. Are you going to upgrade all the networks to MacLeod? Yes. Eventually, I think I will. So what we might do is start next stream at the beginning of 2021. How does that sound, folks? You all up for that? You all up for a big MacLeod stream? What we could do is what we can do is upgrade the alcohol line to MacLeod so that they go down the MacLeod line, and then what we can do is start the new main line. And I think that's all the main passenger networks. Oh no, wait, there is a line that comes down here as well, and one that goes up there. So those pink squiggles are all our passenger network, which tells me we're missing a lot of passenger network. So how about, we do something that kind of goes from this area all the way down to kind of this area. The new main line would be in this zone. I think that's what we'll do when we get to MacLeod. We'll fix a couple of lines with MacLeod, then we'll go in for a brand new line. I think it's going to be brilliant. Yeah. And you know what? I think that will be it for this time, for next time. So leave all your thoughts, ideas and questions in the comments section of the VOD of this, because I do try and skim through them all. And I look forward to seeing you next time for our MacLeod stream. I didn't know when it was coming, but now we know. Oh, here we go. A few more joining in. Thank you very much for the support, everybody. Take care. For now, from me,